Hello, I'm Heidi Lynn from Harnessing Life. Today, I wanted to talk about overcoming the effects of toxic parents. Now, this topic is my experience growing up. So I just wanted to briefly go over just some things that happen when you have toxic parents. Many beliefs that you have can be hard to realize because it's what you grew up with, and so many of those beliefs can be false, and you don't even realize they're false until you start thinking about them. And then you realize, oh, most of these things that I thought I knew, I really don't know, and it's false. Oh, this is from this person, and it was because of this experience, and what they said wasn't true, but I believe it inherently, and that's a problem. So anyways, so think about the beliefs that you have. And these beliefs, I'm not just talking about things like religious beliefs. I'm talking about things like I am friendly, or I am mean, or whatever things that you believe about yourself can be false. Also, your version of normal is typically not normal. There's a lot of things that I didn't realize I was doing, or things that I believed were okay and that was totally normal, until I got married and had kids of my own, and then I would think, whoa, I don't want my kids doing this thing that I did growing up, or I don't want to treat my kids this way that I was treated growing up. So sometimes circumstances help us to realize those, but if they don't, then you decide who you want to be. So you figure that out, and then you can work your way step by step in figuring out the actions you need to take and the things you need to change in your life to become that type of person. And often along that path, you'll find beliefs about yourself that are false, and you'll find out what is healthy to do in relationships and just in life in general, and that will help. A big part of overcoming toxic parents, or the effects of toxic parents, is making goals and changing yourself. It's constant. It's a constant effort, because you'll think, you'll do a lot of that, and then you'll get to a point where you're like, hey, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I've changed a lot, and then something will come up, something will happen, and you'll have an automatic reaction that you think, whoa, okay, something else I need to work on. It's just a constant thing, and it's good because change is always happening. So we need to adapt to change. But just remember, when you think you've got it all, you usually don't. And that's okay too. We just keep learning and we keep growing. Also, introspection will be your best friend. Learning to really dig deep inside of yourself is important and necessary to overcome the effects of toxic parents. Especially since there's a lot of rewiring that needs to happen in your brain, and that introspection, which also goes along with mindfulness, doing things, as far as doing things that are mindfully, and following some mindfulness practices, help to rewire your brain. And I think that's all I have, my thoughts at least. So be aware of what you're doing, make a plan, goals is what that's called, right? Make a plan, execute it, change, and then do it again. So I hope that you can learn from this video, and that you can start practicing these tips, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.